Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 2.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Let me introduce ourselves. My name is Mursal Raihan and my partners Wildan Mujtahid, Nawal Berindawati, Daria Fatih Mubarak, Syahrani Aulia, and Saskia Akila Salsabila. Today we're going to presentation our assignment about a journal with title Productive Work Plan in the Zoning Area. First, I will explain the introduction. The question is, what does this journal explain? This journal explains about the opportunities and challenges faced by the Nazir in developing their market assets. In the phase of constraints resulting from the existence of Law Number 22 of 1999, concerning regional autonomy through derivative issue by regional regulations related to zoning with laws and regulations. Work Law Number 41 of 2004, an analytical discussion on the new problems of productive wakaf, the effect of zoning, and the clash of the two regulations between wakaf and zoning, which impedes the development of productive wakaf. With regard to zoning issues, this study finds that wakaf land in zoning in Jakarta and Bandung can't be productive because they are involved with the autonomy law through regional regulations, PRDA. This paper tries to describe the case of wakaf land that is ready to be productive but is in conflict with regional autonomy regulations due to regional regulations and how to resolve them. Okay, next.
Literature review. Zoning Zoning is the division of an area into several parts according to the function and management objective. The goals and benefits of zoning in general are as follows. First, to improve quality by using zoning, work can be of higher quality according to the potential of the area. Second, equity zoning is sometimes done to be equal. Third, management must be facilitated by zoning so the management is more precise and efficient. Another purpose of zoning or division by region is often done in several fields to obtain benefits certain. Next.
Research methodology. This research method is qualitative. In qualitative research, data are collected in natural setting using primary data sources and techniques such as participant observation, in-depth interviews, and documentation. The case study method is used to further investigate the potential of productive wakaf land in Indonesia, specifically Jakarta and Bandung. The selection of Jakarta and Bandung is based on the fact that land in Jakarta and Bandung is of high value, so it has the potential to be productive. Wakaf land in Jakarta has a high probability of being developed in productive wakaf, a center for business and economic transaction. Therefore, Jakarta and Bandung are two large cities with much potential for productive wakaf. There are several factors when selecting these two locations as cases. Several factors considered, among others: 1. Having a wakaf certificate. 2. Has a wakaf land area of more than 1,000 meters. 2. 3. Has the potential for productive and strategic wakaf land. And 4. Has principal the same discussion, the conflict between zoning regulations and spatial planning, and then implementation of productive wakaf. Next.
Results. DKI Jakarta has a high potential for productive wakaf, as does the city of Bandung, as demonstrated by the optimization of productive wakaf land at the Syed Naum Wakaf Foundation, the Raudatul Mutalimin Wakaf Foundation, the Darut Tauhid Foundation, and the Pro 99 Wakaf Foundation. What, there are several reasons. But set now of foundation. Until now, there is no agreement on whether it is necessary. Has there been a change in the zoning of set now of land, or has the DKI provincial government done it? Is a policy? Two. 199 Wakaf Foundation. The 199 Wakaf Foundation managed case Wakaf for the Muslim cemetery of Firdaus Memorial Park, covering an area of approximately 21 hectare. 10 hectare is grave, and the remaining 10 until 11 hectare are mosque, Islamic boarding school, and others. The issue is that Bandung City government can easy the EMB for the Firdaus Tomb Garden. There are currently 118 tombs that do not have a permit. A total of 500 square meter is expected to be 500 grave hall will be a source of condition because it lacks a permit. 3. The Darut Tauhid Foundation. Proceed from the Darut Tauhid Foundation positive work of support teachers and students. Detailed need the concept of work of management from the history of Turkey developing work through the work of education by work of 10 billion rupiah. Only 5 were used to build schools in Turkey, while the remaining 5 billion is spent on designs. 4. The Raudatul Mutalimin Wakaf Foundation. The Raudatul Mutalimin Foundation land is Wakaf with an NGOP perimeter of 15 million rupiah, 15 million rupiah, 5,000 lands in the top layout position as seen from the satellite map, and the location of the Raudatul Mutalimin Foundation Wakaf land is close the roads and flyover. The vacant land is 500 square meter if converted to nearly 215 billion. The work of assets are pretty significant, and this is still waiting for the sentence and investor willing to develop productive work of. Next.
There are several problems faced by Nazir or Wakaf recipients. 1. Lack of socialization of productive and special Wakaf exposure. The problem is that Nazir managers do not understand the concept of the productive Wakaf. And there are still many Nazir who do not understand the concept of the productive Wakaf. Most of them still believe that producing Wakaf is anti-religious because it contains capitalistic nuance. 2. Management is not under the supervision of Nazir. Basic principles of Wakaf governance, core principles of Wakaf, or WCP. WCP aims to improve the governance of Nazir institution to better manage Wakaf asset and distribute the result. 3. There are regulatory and administrative obstacles. Some Nazir had problems when they want to change their allocation status to the DKI Jakarta provincial governments. The reason is there are still long bureaucratic obstacles to solving the problems. In practice, Wakaf land regulation are still treated the same as other land, which has an impact on the status of Wakaf. 4. The regional autonomy law and regional regulation are being optimized. Success, the tendency to mobilize the regions on a large scale water in the form of local elite control, political inequality, the economic disparity between the center and the regions, and the formation of regional policies. 5. DKI Regional Regulation Zone on Wakaf Land and Bandung Regional Regulation Zone on Wakaf Land. The DKI Jakarta city governments, especially the Special Planning Service, which is specifically for social and religious purpose, such as land for mosque grave, specifically for productive purpose. Meanwhile, in Bandung, there has been no direct review of the regional regulation governing Wakaf land, so the autonomy law as outlined in the West Java regional regulation has not been implemented as in DKI Jakarta.
Conclusion. We need to understanding zoning regulation is a relatively new concept. There are numerous issues concerning the laws and regulations governing their preparation, in addition to practical issues in the field. The regional autonomy law is a regulation that limits the implementation of the Waqf law, while the Waqf law number 41 of 2004 is a lex specialis derogate legi general. Since law number 22 of 1999 and Waqf law number 41 of 2004 and PP number 42 of 2006 are based on these two regulations, while the uncertainty in managing and developing Waqf land into productive earning public earth is essential to protect productive Waqf, so it does not violate hierarchical regulations. Because of the misalignment and policy reasons, the potential for productive Waqf land, particularly major Waqf, may be hampered, and there is a conflict of zoning regulations. Okay.
I think that's enough presentation for today. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thanks for watching.